Hello, welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so very much for being here. And thank you, Eliza. Thank you so much for the super chat. And thank you so much, Annette, earlier for becoming a member. I'm really grateful. It really helps. So thank you. All right, we've got a lot of great stuff to cover today. But I'm going to start with... yeah, I think that's more purple. All right, we'll just go with this one. Okay. Welcome. Hello. I'm here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. So just put your questions in the chat before I come on. And I'm on for at least an hour or 12 questions, at least 12 questions, whichever comes first. So every day, weekdays, weekends, holidays, your birthday, my birthday, I'm here. So, and when there are important things there, we have watch parties, so we go through the news together. So 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. If you're watching this on replay, hello, you can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there, and I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose. But do come by. We have a fantastic community, and thank you for being so kind to each other and kind to me. Seriously, you make the comment section bearable, wonderful, rather than... Okay, anyway, there are different milestones. There'll be more drawings when if we ever hit 15,000 subscribers, there'll be more drawings. And there's a monthly Patreon, which is October 29th. So we're going to do something. Theme's going to be something to do with Halloween, death, you know, that kind of stuff. So anyway, thank you, everybody. All right, so I'm just going to have a look here because I don't know that this question was picked up. It doesn't look like it. Okay, because there was a general question, and I just need to make sure I pause this. I want to go back up and make sure I put it in the Electrostorm had a question I think is important. So let's just start there before we dig into the news of the day. Okay. Your description is too long. Well, yeah, it always is. All right. Oh, thank you, Kay Rubio. The nails are kind of shiny. Anyway. All right. At 3 minutes in, Electrostorm had a very good question. And the question is, what is the point of Pluto digging up dirt on people and things? Because it's true that the planet Pluto in astrology, it goes into a sign or somebody's chart or whatever it is, and it just starts plowing through, digging through whatever that is. Anything that doesn't have deep roots, anything that isn't healthy, it just knocks it over, brings garbage to the surface, on and on, so that we can deal with it, so we can clear things away. Most importantly, so healthy stuff can then, take root there and grow. So there's a chance for things to be healthier. Now, it's no guarantee that things are going to be healthier, but it certainly goes a long way to helping. And Electra is saying, what's the point of Pluto digging up dirt on people and things, but the universe only allows certain people to pay while others get away with it? Why does the universe protect some and not others? Well, if we're talking about astrology, what it really comes down to is there are a lot of moving parts. And it's not just dealing with transits where the planets are in the sky right now, how they're affecting your chart, what have you. It's okay, let's put it this way. Different people bring out different parts of you. I'm sure you've had some friends where they brought out the best in you, and you had some friends who brought out the silliness or the craziness in you, and some people just made you angry just when you got anywhere near them. And usually it's because when you are, let's use this as an example, when you are born, in effect, until you were born, you are protected by your mother's energy field. When you are born, You are suddenly a blank slate, and I describe it as being like a blank X-ray plate. And suddenly you are exposed to the universe, and that moment in space-time, it just goes, the whatever energy is around at that moment just goes zap. In the same way, if you pulled out an X-ray plate and just kind of waved it around through the air, it would get hit by, ambient stuff. So in a sense, each one of us is a moment in space-time, and the wonderful flowering that is possible from that moment, from the strengths, the weaknesses, the potentialities, the gifts, the on and on. We are these moments in time, and our energy fields, the foundation of them is that moment when we were exposed to the universe for the first time. So you are a moment in time playing out in your own way, and the amazing possibilities of that. So you've got say, let's say Jared Kushner. I know that while he was in the Oval Office working, or not the Oval Office, while he was working in the White House, he went through Pluto going over his sun in his chart. So Pluto transited right over his sun, his sense of self. Now that will usually bring you to the highest heights and absolutely undermine anything that is not really, really strong. I remember I was 16 when Pluto went over my sun, and it was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was huge. It was a huge. Some of the best things and some of the worst things happened to me of my entire life. So why didn't that mess up Kushner? With all the malfeasance he's now been accused of, things that have been brought out into the open, how did he just skate through all of that? Well, part of it is who was around him, who was protecting him. If you can be you can surround yourself with people who are like, everyone you're around is like a permanent transit. Their chart affects your chart like a transit in the sky. And so if you are bolstered by people around you who have charts who bolster yours, it will help keep you afloat. And some people who just go through a simple difficulty in their chart, but they're surrounded by energetically in their own lives, but also in the people around them, they could just be crushed. So there are a lot of moving parts. So I hope that was not too long-winded. I hope that made sense. There's a whole lot of the gears. There are a lot of gears in a lot of different directions that are interacting with things are interacting with each other. So anyway, all right. So let me go on to first there was this that Sarah wanted me to share this with you. And okay. So a woman named Ethel. A woman named Ethel decided that she was going to go on Twitter. She had something to say. Ethel has something to say. Okay. Let me share screen. All right. Ethel, want to prevent voter fraud. Now, I'm not going to yell, but remember, this is in all caps. We'll just accept that. Okay. It's in all caps. One, to prevent voter fraud. Make them give us a receipt for our ballot or a copy of the ballot after it went through the machine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 exclamation points. They do give you a receipt. Anyway, on the electronic one, they give you anyway. On mail-in ballots, send a receipt through the, okay, I'm guessing mail, right? So prevent voter fraud, make them do this, okay? And they sent it to HBG senators. Harrisburg senators, man, we're a baseball team. Yeah, that's kind of Twitter in a nutshell. Anyway, all right, let's go on to at 11 minutes in. Let's start in with the full questions. Oh, and this is I'm rooting for this one. Oh, please let this happen. Sweet Sugar Jones saying, "Sit down, Ethel, and quit yelling." Especially the quit yelling part. There's no reason to be yelling. Okay. All right, so 11:30. Huh. Those of you who are listening, apparently Allison Jacobs was kind enough to come by the Creative Sprints yesterday, and she says she will often listen to this on her way to work. She's like, she was like autumn in the morning. I should come up with a jingle, like on a radio station. But anyway. So there's some news this morning, and for those of you who are listening rather than watching, I am throwing my hands up in the air like, oh, just wait a minute. Oh, you got to hear this. Oh, I've got the super long nails on today, and I'm waving them in the air like, oh. Okay. Donald Trump. Now, I don't know if he's actually doing this. Actually, I've got to look. Is he actually doing this, or is he just threatening? Tell me he's actually doing this. Please tell me Trump is actually doing this. It will be the greatest thing ever if Trump does this. Are you threatening or are you doing? He actually is doing. He's doing this. He's actually doing this. Oh my gosh! You guys, look! Share screen. Share screen. Is this a real thing? I'm gonna cry. I'll be so happy. Okay, hang on. Where were you? Where Twitter? Where are you? Oh, look. Oh, look. Oh, man. Donald Trump is I heard he was talking about it, but no, Donald Trump is suing CNN for $475 million. When you want to make a bet, that's how much he's in debt that he can't come up with, for calling him an insurrectionist, racist, Russian-lackey, and comparing him to Hitler. So this moron has actually done it. Oh, dim Trump. Oh, dim Trump. You, please, open yourself to discovery. Open yourself to depositions under oath against CNN and their amazing legal team who are just itching for news. Heather Formosa says that's a magic number. I think one of his Deutsche Bank loans is coming due. It's coming due as $475 million. Okay. Oh, I like that, Maggie. He's also threatening to sue the January 6th committee. Do it. I'm learning about the term discovery, and I love it. Julia Worcester says he'll plead the fifth. The instant he pleads the fifth, what a case he brings, that case is gone. Polly Wanda says, but ask, what does Trump gain? The answer is attention. Well, I'm going to read on this. I'm going to read on this because right now I've just, oh my gosh, this is glorious. Oh my gosh, this is glorious. So the plaintiff, President Dim Trump, has been a longtime critic of the defendant, cable news network CNN. Not because CNN does a bad job of reporting the news, but because CNN seeks to create the news. Fake news, as the plaintiff has characterized it in public statements, beyond simply highlighting any negative information about the plaintiff and ignoring all of the positive information about him. CNN has sought to use its massive influence, purportedly as a trusted news source, to defame the plaintiff in the minds of its viewers and readers for the purpose of defeating him politically, culminating in CNN claiming credit for getting Trump out in the 2020 presidential election. CNN's campaign of dissuasion in the form of libel and slander against the plaintiff has only escalated in recent months as CNN fears the plaintiff will run for president in 2024. As part of its concerted effort to tilt the political balance to the left, CNN has tried to taint the plaintiff with a series of ever more scandalous, false, and defamatory labels of racist, Russian-lackey, insurrectionist, and ultimately Hitler. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with this one. This GIF. Yeah. This is gonna be entertaining. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So anyway. Oh, it's gonna be glorious. Yes. Melissa, he is so amazingly incoherent. You can almost, after all these years of listening to Trump, you can almost hear like what Trump was saying and how his lawyer was trying to clean it up. So we'll have to okay. Let me just put my hair up here. And Lisa Graham says, may I add the orange Jabba the Hutt to the list? There we go. Darren says, I thought CNN is not owned by conservatives. Well, it's being run by the new head of CNN is shockingly conservative, which is why I've removed the app from my phone. But yeah, that's part of it too. It's like we haven't been saying bad stuff about you. So yes, Allison, let the discovery process begin. It will be fun. Yeah. All right. So 475 million, huh? I think that's more telling than a lot of this. I think that's important. 475 million dollars. That feels like a thing. 475 million. Huh? Okay, so Trump has brought a case against CNN. Why CNN? Why not MSNBC? They've said much worse things about him. And you know, if this works, if this goes forward, it opens up Fox News to all kinds of stuff. So what's going to happen with your suit, Dimmy? Dim Trump? Good. Thank you, Marcia. Yeah, this was a legal decision. Yeah, you chose to you you chose to do this, huh? Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, he's everybody around him is like, drop the potato. It's hot. Drop the potato. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Oh my gosh, magician. Oh yeah, stand up. Ten of Swords, Judgment, Knight of Swords. Oh, this is not going to go well. This judgment is kind of a get out of my courtroom. And he's got other things to worry about. I think CNN has lots of lawyers, and they're going to keep their this is the merchant, all their lovely things all sorted out there. Trump has got major problems coming toward him. Major problems. He's got law enforcement. He's got civil cases. He's got loans due. He's got. So will Trump have to sit for a deposition under oath? I wish he would sue MSNBC and let Ari Melber just kind of, excuse me. I'll interview him under oath. I'll take his deposition. I'm a lawyer in good standing. Yes, sweet sugar junk is hot potato. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, Sarah said something. Oh, Sarah's saying, sweet Jesus, please let Obama and Biden sue Fox for $11 billion. Oh my gosh. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, you are so financially doomed from your own actions, entirely your own actions. 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, Tower, Temperance, King of Cups. First of all, your lawyer is, he got his lawyers out of a gumball machine for $0.25. Their cards came out in a little plastic ball, and you had to crack that open and be like, oh, I guess I'll call them. I mean, and because what this is, you've got nothing. You've got nothing. He's got major problems coming. And this feels like the DOJ. This feels like the DOJ is sitting off to the side. Biden's DOJ is sitting off to the side watching this like, what does he think he's doing? I don't know. What do you think he's doing? I don't know. Is he that stupid? No, he's just that narcissistic. Okay. He has no idea the real trouble coming toward him, does he? No. He's just focused on the money. Yeah. He just wants his bills paid, and no. I mean, this will, maybe he'll be able to use this to grift some more money off of his dwindling pool of supporters. But dude, you are toast from so many directions. You are so toasted, you are a briquette. And I know I say that all the time, but it's true. Oh. So, yeah. Yeah, Julia, Wile E. Coyote painting a train tunnel on the side of a mountain. Sarah says, is he depending on the we only get paid if we win kind of lawyers? Something. Oh, wow. Yeah, Joanne, more reasons to grift. What a maroon. What an ultra maroon. Burden. You're bringing the accusations. Bring it. And that's what the CNN lawyers are saying. Bring it. Bring it in. I don't care if the actually that's what I should ask next about the people, the more conservative bent of CNN. Does Trump think that's going to somehow he'll be able to? I don't know. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Silly me. You can't. They're not. You've got bigger problems coming. This is exactly the same. No, just no. All right. So at 26 minutes in, let's just have a quick ask. 26. Will the more conservative people running CNN be more in dim Trump's pocket on this case? Oh boy, all right. Mel Broussard, I agree. That's 99.999% of the problem. No one has ever Trump told no and meant it or been able to make it stick. All right, CNN, you're leaning conservative and to the point where I don't even want to watch you anymore. So you're going to take Trump's side against your own? You're going to go easy on him? Are you going to try to settle? Don't want to upset him too much. You flippin' fascist. Anybody who's supporting Trump in any way, shape, or form, just after everything that you've seen. I know there are a lot of people who are just checked out. They're just not, they haven't looked at politics since, 3 years ago. I understand that. Okay. Willful ignorance. But if you know what's going on, and the people at CNN, they know. They have no excuse. Queen of Swords. Okay. That's action, law, judge, actions in court. 8 of Swords, Page of Cups, Lovers. The case is not going to go. It's just not going to go. And there's no case there. But there are still some people in power over at CNN who I wouldn't trust them as far as I could throw them. But this case, it's about that substantial. The thickness of a card. Trump deposition under oath. Queen of Wands. 5 of Wands, Hermit. 4 of Wands. Oh, he's trying to stir things up, but once it comes down to someone really examining the situation, making him, speak under oath. Oh, suddenly, yeah, I'm sick. I'm back at Mar-a-Lago. Oh gosh, I can't. Oh my gosh, he's so awful. He's so awful. Anyway, okay. So, good luck. Speaking of Trump needing luck, how much luck does he need here? because 30 minutes in, there's been an interesting development. We're not entirely sure what it means, but there is a development. So let me get rid of this. I'm hoping if I'm lucky, I will be able to actually save this. Right now, it's not letting me. I really do need to save it before I lose all of the timestamping and everything. So, all right. 30, 30, 40. Okay. Back on on January 6th, there were 7 hours of missing call logs from the White House. Because of course there are. I'll put the pretty stuff back up. We need some positive energy in all this. So there are 7 hours of missing call logs from the White House on January 6th. There's a chance they've been found. And, in fact, links in the description, the call logs, the missing call logs, might be in what Trump took to Mar-a-Lago. Now, why would there only be one copy of this? I don't know. But some people say the call log was altered. Some say there's just a whole bunch of stuff just missing. And there's some stuff that's been found in the Mar-a-Lago documents, apparently. So, and it has already been revealed that there was a call from someone in the White House to one of the insurrectionists, although the call lasted about 10 seconds. Well, I don't think they misdialed, which means that you have a 10-second call, that's a very fast, do it, we're a go. Operation Traitor is a go. The call logs. We're going to find out about the call logs. All the chaos around January 6th. Ace of Wands. 9 of Wands. That's evidence right in the middle. Death card. Justice. Oh, yeah. Actions taken. The chaos around January 6th. Actions taken. The oath creeper jerks are in court now. It's not going so well for Stewie Rhodes. Things are not going well. There's evidence. And then I've got a death card and the justice card. What form is this going to take? The call logs, huh? Is this going to sink Trump? Is this going to go right back to him? Oh, thank you, Alice. And hello to your husband. Mel is saying Stewie's best chances to get leniency is to spill. He's not the brightest. How do you talk about gun safety because you're just such the man and drop the gun and take your own eye out? How? I mean, accidents happen, but seriously, but you're in a militia. I mean, this is a special kind of stupid. This is a special kind of stupid. No, Broussard, you can't make this stuff up. Oh, no. And some of the names of people that have cropped up, I mean, all kinds of stuff has happened where it's like, if you wrote this down, I've thought about that. I thought about, okay, thank heavens that time travel is not currently possible, because if I was thrown, I don't know, 30 years into the past, 20 years into the past, 20 to 25, okay, 25 years into the past, what would I do? Well, try to figure out how the heck I was going to, support myself and all this kind of stuff. Because once I got a roof over my head, maybe there's something I could do, invest in the stock market, or, do something. I wouldn't want to steal from other people, steal their ideas, things like that. I'm not one of those kind of people. But when they ask, if it's like, okay, you're from the future, we have questions, I'd be like, oh no. Oh no. Who's the president? Oh. Currently Joe Biden, thank God. Who was the last president? No. Oh. Okay, I'll tell you. But Donald Trump. They'd be like, you're lying. You're making it up. Oh, I wish. Call logs. The bully. But it's being examined very closely. Sun. Knight of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. It feels like they've got the goods. White supremacist jerks. That's the nicest word I can use for it. This is various people in the DOJ and it's January 6th, et cetera, trying to get the truth. And that is a key piece of evidence. That is on a silver platter. Judy Worcester says, wasn't it Back to the Future when Marty McFly said Reagan was the president and no one believed him? Oh, it probably was. I don't remember. That would make sense. But this, I mean, seriously, you think they'd believe this? No, really. Thank you, Murray. Thank you. Oh, okay. Feels a little bit like a silver platter for law enforcement. But strength. Four of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. The force is against him to get to his secrets. He just does not have... He has to bring this suit against CNN or anybody else he can. He's desperate for money. I cannot express to you the desperation coming off of him, how desperate he is for money. You have millions pouring in and you're still desperate for money. Anyway, Uzi Squeeze Box. You mean that guy was in a movie with a chimpanzee? Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay. All right. So at 39 minutes in, Trump went from hinting at possible documents being planted by the FBI. Really? Which ones? Which ones? Oh, no. I'm not going to answer that. Planted, huh? That's evidence of a crime. Which ones were planted? So Trump went from hinting at possible documents being planted by the FBI to flat out allegations on a podcast released this morning. You don't say. Will his lawyers quit in protest as his words make it harder and harder to defend him? So will his gumball machine lawyers my gosh, I just had a memory. Gumball machines. I was going through my brain. Do they even have them? I haven't seen one in ages. Usually it's like a thing. It's not candy. And then suddenly I could see it and smell it, and how excited I was. I was a little kid. Anyway, so will Trump's gumball lawyers start bailing on him, considering how many of them need lawyers now? The plan. We have a plan, Dim. Mr. Dim Trump. We have a plan. If you stick to the plan, we have a chance to mitigate the damage. And it's like he just throws it all to the wind. I don't feel like it, he says. Lovers. Oh, they are definitely true believers. Knight of Wands. Queen of Swords. They're, oh my gosh. Can you imagine walking into court being Trump's lawyer? What level of purgatory is that? You can't, I'm supposed to make this argument. There's no evidence of this. There's, oh my gosh. No. They, at first they're like, hey, I'm right wing and I can put this plaque on my, my shingle saying I was lawyer to a former president of the United States, right? So it'd be great. And then you find out what you're being asked to do, and it's like, I don't think I have, okay, I have to do, and I'm likely to lose my law license now. That's what I'm getting. Oh, thank you, Tigers. Sun. Insult to injury. Oh, look, it's the Hierophant, and it's the Queen of Wands. This is the possibility of them losing their law licenses. Insult, you have got to go. I've got to go in there and do what? No, the caliber of lawyer will continue to drop and drop and drop and drop. But there's only so much that can be done. Boy, all right. At 43 bits, Ron Johnson. We read on the nicest people. 43:15, Ron Johnson. Oh, for verily he is a scumbag. He only claimed to be involved in the plot to overthrow the 2020 election for seconds. Was it 7 seconds or something? I was involved for like 10 seconds or 7 seconds. Really? And now it's only 1 hour. I was involved for only 1 hour. Really? So the question is, what's next? 3 days, 6 weeks? Ron Johnson. Kristen has Senator Ron Johnson acknowledges he exchanged text messages with one of former President Trump's attorneys before and after Johnson's staff attempted to deliver a package to then VP Pence on January 6th. Can you say in election interference? The DOJ can. Always worried. Good. If you don't break the law, you don't have to worry. It's pretty simple. millions upon millions of people do it every day or don't do it every day. They don't break the law and they have perfectly good lives. Oh, Patsy Cline, thank you. Thank you. All right, 6 of, okay. Oh, I just helped a little. Oh, you just helped a little for the attempted overthrow of our democracy. Really? Well, but this is him, but I'm important. But I'm Ron Johnson. Do you know who I am? Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, we have someone up here who doesn't know who he is. But I'm a sitting member of Congress. I'm important. I mean, I was, when I worked at the FBO at an FBO in Wisconsin. Thank you, Regina. Thank you. And that's where the private planes come in and out. And one day I was sitting there and the governor came through on his way probably back to Madison or something. And it was a couple of aides were in the room, and I guess he stayed out in the car or something or whatever before, because it was just one big room. He'd come in the door and then I had to buzz people through onto the tarmac and to get on their private planes and all this kind of stuff. And there were extra policemen around, and there were, all this kind of stuff. But there was something about it when he came through, and it was, it was already standing. It was just, I did that with most people, if I'd be ready to help whoever needed it. And he came through, and I'm just thinking to myself, he's just a guy. I mean, I don't even remember which governor it was. It's like, oh, there's charisma for you. He was just a guy. He was like all of this policemen and the aides and, I'll take care of that, it implied don't bother the governor. And it's like, okay. When he came through, it was like, that was underwhelming. You're not all that. Ron Johnson, you're just a guy and you're a jerk. It's really simple. And yeah, just a little, just a little. That's a big devil card right in the center. That is absolute corruption, and it is right there. You don't just have the devil on your shoulder. You've got him sitting on the throne behind yours. Is he going to get into trouble? Trillium Terra, which governor was that? I honestly don't remember. How terrible is that? Oh, wow, I saw the governor today. Which one? I don't know. Three of Wands. Ron Johnson waiting for his ship to come in. He's feeling increasingly isolated. Six of Cups. People in Wisconsin, they're getting a little tired of the crazy. I mean, even when I lived there, he was a senator, and yeah, he was out there, but this is a whole other level. Fruits of labor. These are the things he did. He will be held accountable for, I mean, he was trying to get a separate spate of electors accepted by Pence, wasn't he? Doesn't look good for him. Kevin says, I saw Rick Perry, the Texas governor, one time at the FBO. Was not impressed. Was he wearing glasses, though, so he looked smart? Lori is saying Trump just called Herschel Walker's son a Democrat. What? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Michaela. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in last night to the One World Tarot with Lena and Sienna. And I was glad to be there. And I'm getting a copy of the deck. It's being delivered, they say, by 10 p.m. So tomorrow and for the rest of the week, I'll probably be using the new One World Tarot. So it'll be fun. Okay. Okay. All right. So I don't know if there's much here, but let's have a quick look at 50 minutes in. Trump threatened his economic advisor, Gary Cohn, as Cohn tried to quit after Charlottesville. Cohn left anyway. John Kelly told Cohn he would have shoved that resignation letter up the president's rear end because Trump said to him, if you leave, you're committing treason. I do not think that word means what you think it means. How many staffers only stay because of blackmail and threats? Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, the Halloween deck will get plenty of use later in the month. It's very, very old. I should just get another one, but that's my original one from college. So anyway, all right. How many, was it a thing in Trump's White House that there were people who stayed because of blackmail and threats? Insult to injury. That Trump energy is as comfortable as, it's like, oh yeah, I've been here a million times. This is bad. Secrets. I will ruin you. He made people sign NDAs who worked in the White. It's like, you can't, those aren't valid, but he did it anyway so he could scare people. And yeah, no, that was a thing. That was very, very much a thing. According to this, entertainment only YouTube, but according to this, was very much a thing. Oh, blue hat and pumpkin wine. All right. Okay. Kristen from Uncover the News has a very good question. I mean, you guys always bring the good questions, but 5230. 5230. Okay. Will there be an October surprise? Caused by Trump or Russia or North Korea or DeSantis or Abbott or something completely out of the blue? Will there be an October surprise to try and cause some upheaval in the midterm elections? Thank you, Good 365. Thank you. Really helps. Yes, Wheezy Squeeze Box. Abusive people love NDAs. That is absolutely true. So, October surprise, October 2022. It came out in the news, and that affected the midterms. And for hurry, it's already the 4th. Election day is November 8th, and it's October 4th. King of Swords. Page of Swords. Magician. 7 of Swords. Star. World. This feels like something. Yeah. I've got legal cards here. This is, well, bullying and trying to get your lawyers involved. Something about theft. This is a prosecutor, possibly a lawmaker. And then I've got the star in the world, which is a falling star. I wonder if we're talking about something about Gates. Will Gates be facing something? But charges for theft. That theft could be in Georgia. I'm trying to keep an open mind. I'm not just going with, what I think. It's like, no, before I come to conclusions, just take your time. Keep an open mind. October surprise this month, or before November 8th. Something coming out in the news that's going to affect the midterm election, something big. Five of Wands. Rancor. Among the far right. Knight of Swords. Aggressive law enforcement. Two cards for the center. King of Cups getting in the way of the far right victory. Three of Wands. January 6th committee. January 6th committee. They have got tales to tell. King of Swords can be a legislator. And that would make sense why the energy is a little, it's one or the other, but not, because they're legislators, so they're kings of wands, queens of wands, but they can't bring charges, but they can make recommendations. So then I think we're talking January 6th. I think they've got tales to tell. And there's already been talk of possible unanimity already on whether or not the committee will indict or refer Trump for indictment. Ace of Swords, the truth. Eight of Cups, Six of Swords, Ace of Cups. Evidence that could send someone to prison and rain on your parade. Why am I getting Kavanaugh energy? I thought that was just bubbling underneath the surface for a while. Who's this against? The big surprise. Might be more than one, but the big surprise, the big October thing. Sun. Knight of Cups. Evidence already laid out. Working. It's settled. Whatever this is, it's already ready to go. That's all I'm getting. It's already ready to go. It's just sitting there. It's just sitting there. And we know January 6th committee has a lot of information, and we know that there's been talk in Florida. Although there was that story in the press saying that, well, the prosecutors in Florida decided not to indict Matt Gaetz. Really? Who planted that one? Kristen suggesting a full Celtic. Okay. Okay. Let's have a closer look then at 59 minutes in. October surprise. October, November surprise. Big reveal. Big legal / political reveal, question mark. All right, let's have a look at that. All right, so October, November surprise. Move stuff here quickly. Okay, Got that can go there. This was when I was putting my nails on. Take me just a moment. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, and I will pull up Yaboo. Reminds me of my neck. Although my neck was it was tidier than that, but still. Okay, so Tigers already ready already. I don't know what that means. Okay. So October 2022, or before Election Day, is there going to be some kind of October surprise, November surprise, something big that makes a huge upheaval in the midterm elections? Although, to be honest, I think it's already happened because of the Supreme Court. But let me see what I can get. I'm not going to do this upside down. It was too hard. All right, let me put this. Oh, okay. Move my lamp. Don't knock over the drink. All right, here we go. Doll. Oh, good. The camera's staying put for the moment, so that's a good thing. All right. Surprise. Big legal. All right. Well, we're already, because of the Supreme Court, we're already in a situation that is heartbreaking. I mean, that's just where we are, with them taking away women's rights, threatening to take away other people's rights. I mean, like gay rights and all this other stuff as well. Ugh. All right. In the past, well, the Republicans have been working on this for a long time. Federalist Society and all that, Heritage Foundation and all that kind of garbage. We've been standing up. At the center of this, we have evidence that has been collected and organized. We've got successes that Democrats have had. We've had Merrick Garland doing his work. You know, good stuff. Hanging above this reading, that's someone standing up, and here comes aggressive law enforcement. Aggressive law enforcement. Someone saying, go get whoever that is. Go get them. It's hanging above this. Base of the reading. Women are already going to be voting en masse. Oh yeah. This is a cherry on top. The cake is made of women who are fed up. That's already baked in, as 'twere. Home environment, disappointment. So black robes from the Supreme Court. Yeah. Hopes and fears. Republicans hoping to get all the work they've done for their cruelty, hoping to get the fruits of that labor. What other people see? Do not underestimate the Democrats and the Democratic like prosecutors and DAs and that sort of thing. The challenge, the far right crazies. Okay. Near future 1 and 2. Near future 1, far right on the defensive. Near future 2, something big. Something very, very big. Final outcome 1, 2, and 3. Knight of Cups. Oops. 8 of Cups. King of Pentacles. I'm getting January 6th energy. I'm getting, oh my gosh, but there are strains in it of Letitia James and maybe Georgia. Although is Fani Willis, did she say that she's going to lay off bringing indictments until after the midterms? I thought she had said that. But there's a lot. And I think there's just so much from so many different areas, it can be hard to get one particular answer. But that's where I'm leaning, because those are the cards I'm getting. Kathy Rollins says several states start voting soon. Yes. Again, three of swords. Ace of Cups. Page of Swords. Justice. Bullies. Bullies being brought to justice, or at least brought in front of justice. Headed toward justice. I wish I was getting something definitive, like, yes, it's going to be this one thing. But I think there are so many different irons in the fire is kind of the issue I'm running into here. Rather vexing. But anyway, here we are. Okay. Lori is suggesting, I think when Garland finally is ready to take DFG, there will be a lot of lawmakers in that too. I think that's partly why it's taking so long. One big sweep. Well, it's definitely aggressive law enforcement. That's definite. Okay. All right. So at 1:08 and a bit. Marjorie Trader Green is going to have to answer for some of her actions. Remember the teen she kicked? Remember that? The teen she tripped last month while walking in DC has filed a formal complaint. What will happen? That was despicable. I played the video on here. It's there is video out on Twitter where the woman was getting away. So she looked down and she just started kicking the woman's in the back of her feet. Just kick to make her move. It's like, you can't. No, you don't. That's you don't kick people. She's so vile. She is so vile. I've got to find the video at some point of her doing pull-ups. King of Cups. Okay. Turned into a political thing. 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Page of Pentacles. She's always trying to stir the pot and be heinous. Everything is attention, but the truth will win out. Maybe a small fine or something. But, I mean, it's not going to be career defining, but she's heinous. I mean, she is heinous. All right, so at 1:11. Oh, you guys are putting stuff in the chat. That is exactly what we're reading on next. Or right now. So apparently, Marjorie has other problems on the horizon. Her husband no longer wishes to keep their divorce details private. Lola Bells has the quote, Marjorie, as the headline, Marjorie Taylor Greene's husband no longer wants to keep divorce private. And there was another one. Sweet Sugar Jones was saying her husband has dropped his request to seal the divorce proceedings. Lord, what a rotten person she is. Emperor. She's a bully. Think of it this way. How heinous she is in public, she doesn't go home and turn into a nice person. That's her. And it's not like, from my understanding, it's not like her husband's a pushover. It's just, that's her. Eight of Cups, King of Swords, Nine of Swords, King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Well, she's just going to keep on keeping on. Matter of fact, it feels like she's going to do even more because she's going to need to make money for some reason. I mean, they've been separated for a long time. I would think their finances would be completely separate, but this feels like her needing to give him money or send some money. So I don't quite understand. They're both rich. I mean, they last I heard, it was possible they were worth around $80 million. They invested in businesses and have a huge chunk of money. But this is arguing in the court. This is worry. It will affect her mental state. Will affect her ability to govern or represent. But he ends up with some money. She ends up paying him some money, and then she spends more time on the road, like speaking events and trying to gin up donations and cash, and that's what I'm getting. It's money. Deborah Johnson says, I didn't know she was separated. The family values woman who allegedly cheated on her husband twice, at least. So those are some interesting stories that are out there. So, and is saying her tour with Gates in the spring and summer lost money. Really? I did not know that. Oh, she invested. Doxy Mom is saying that MTG invested $50,000 in Truth Social and promptly lost it. Darren, yeah. Hey, MTG, wearing that cross. Who would Jesus kick? Yeah, the worst thing that Jesus ever did was knocking over some tables. He didn't kick anybody. He didn't hit anybody. Well, it gives her attention. She's not gonna, yeah. Oh my gosh. She's solidifying her stubbornness, her I am right above everybody. It's like, don't forget to stop and listen to your children. Your kids need you. But she's so stuck in her own mind, her own replaying the way she has been mistreated. Hermit, Emperor, fruits of labor. They'll work it out. It's not going to be long term, but there's business stuff. There's money stuff. It's going to come out. The personal stuff. True, and yes, this weekend she started to incite violence at a rally saying Democrats are killing Republicans. Yes, she did. All right. All right. At 1:17, it's gonna be kind of hard one to read on, but it should be okay. So Mississippi, these are the wonderful people who brought you the Dodd case, where that the Supreme Court used to send women's privacy back to the states. Yeah, that was Mississippi. So Mississippi is having to come to term with an estimated more than 5,000 more babies born each year, with an estimated 60% of those children will be on Medicaid and or be made wards of the state. And the state's starting to say, we can't afford that. Really? Didn't think this through, did you? No, just all up in your own prejudice of what things are. And yeah. Apparently they are frantically trying to find funding. They're trying to go to the federal government. The federal government's like, no, this is on you. You made this decision. And they're saying, we don't have the money. Well, maybe you should have thought about that. What's going to happen? I'm trying not to read on those poor kids. I just pray for them. Okay, now I'm getting teary. Heartbreak. Lovers, Page of Cups, Judgment. Well, welcome back to the 50s. It's going to happen in Mississippi. Page of Swords. There was a book called Freakonomics, and it was basically about things that you wouldn't think of that have affected the economy. And the very first thing they talk about in that book is how you can draw a line between the passing of Roe v. Wade and the fall of crime, the lowering of crime starting in the early 90s. Yeah, you're going to have to deal with it, Mississippi. But they don't want to pay the money. And guess, surprise, children get hurt because Republicans are all family values. Right. It's not, okay, I'm going to stop right there. Because it's not just this. It's going to be a burden on the judicial system. It's going to be a burden on every part of the government. Heck, I wouldn't be surprised if the Department of Transportation gets hit in some way. Maybe money diverted. Okay. Well, I'm not getting Mississippi changing their mind. I think they're going to have to be forced to by federal law. All right. I was trying not to let that get to me, but the energy was right there. Okay. All right, what else have we got here? I think we should look at Eileen's question here. Hang on, 1, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, let's end with Eileen's question. 122. Okay. Will Democrats have a lot to celebrate for Christmas? That's a good question. Will Democrats have a lot to celebrate for Christmas? Trump is so dumb. Democrats at Christmas. Democrats at Christmas. Polly Wanda says not all Democrats celebrate Christmas. Yuletide. Well, Democrats have something to be happy about at Yuletide because of what's going on politically and legally and that sort of thing. Ace of Swords. Okay. Yay, more truth, more reality, more facts. Thank you, Fran. Thank you. Okay, 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. World. Queen of Pentacles, Chariot. This is like a moving van. Getting some Republicans out of Washington, D.C. Republicans again coming up shorter than they would have. They lie so much about what Democrats want, but I think we're going to be doing well at the keeping hold of the House and the Senate. And this is Republicans leaving. It's not as many as would like leaving, but Republicans packing up their stuff. Oh, friend, no, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm grateful. So, oh, well, thank you. All right. So, is there a message for us? At 1:25:30. Is there a message for us? Whew. Hierophant. Page of Wands. 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Things are moving. The far right are more and more their own words and messages are causing them to be on the defensive. More and more of them are facing legal jeopardy. Justice is slowly winning. And we do have a functioning government, and whenever it's the dark of night and you're worried, what have you, 4 words: Joe Biden is president. All right, so sleep well. Thank you, Judy. Thank you. All right, that's going to do it for me for today, but thank you so much. Thank you. All right, it is 1:32 p.m. here in Chicago. At 4 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel on YouTube to do Creative Sprints. You're always welcome to join in. And other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow because I'm here 365 days of the year. You can't get rid of me. Try as you might. Thank you, Marby. Thank you. All right, so hang in there. You're not alone. We are in this together. All right. And there are good days ahead. I know it seems sometimes like there aren't, but oh my gosh, there are. There are good days ahead. So hang in there. All right. And I'll see you right back here tomorrow.